I'm tired. Coffee first. Yummy. All right, now I'm good. Start the show. Yeah! Woo! What's up, guys? Fears. Audience, fears. The main man, the host with the most. What's up? Healthy snack. I'm doing really good. I hope you guys are too. All right. Let's open up the chat. Work was good. We only had about 36,000, so not too bad. Not too much, not too little. Kind of like in the middle. So, not too shabby. I'm telling you though, as soon as Halloween is done, it's going to be a lot of busy nights. No more coming in at 3:45 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, no. Hey, Fierce, can you come in at 12:30? Hey, Fierce, can you come in at 1? Because I'm telling you, oh, my Lord. We're going to be busy. Anyway, big shout out to the chat. Let me open up the chat real quick. There we are. There we go. Nice. Hey, Fierce, can you come? There it is. The chat is open. The chat is live. Thank you for that like. I appreciate it. We got 2 people watching. Yeah, dude. 2 people watching. Oh, yeah. Nice. Well, what's up, you guys? Now we got 3 people watching. Today's topics are, we're going to do a little bit of Star Trek 3 review. I watched this yesterday. I watched Untraceable before the stream, so we're going to review that. And then I watched Resident Evil Dead Island CGI movie last night too. So yeah, dude. So 3 reviews, and then I've been watching a lot of Deep Space Nine, so we're going to do my top favorite Deep Space Nine episodes in Season 1 as a top 10. And then we're going to take some questions. So, yeah. So, I decided me and Yakov surprisingly have been getting along a lot better. You know, I don't know if it's one of his tricks, but we have been getting along a lot better because I've gave that guy like 20 chances back in the day, but I am a nice guy, so I'm trying to get along with everybody in the whole community, and so I said, you know what, Yakov, as a gesture of goodwill, I'm going to try and watch Deep Space Nine again. And he went, really, Fears? And I went, yeah. So, so far, so good. So Yakov, I'm on Season 2 now. I'm going to start Season 2 tonight before I go to work. I don't know how many episodes I'll get through because they're only like, I don't know, I think they're like 30-minute episodes, 30 minutes to an hour episode, something like that. So, yeah. Anyway, check out my new cup. I had to sterilize this bad boy like 12 times in the dishwasher. It had old coffee stains on the outside, old coffee stains in the inside. It had sand in it because it was at Goodwill. So I sterilized this thing like 12 to 13 times. But look at all this cool Disney artwork. Space Mountain, The Haunted Mansion, Submarine Voyage, which they don't have anymore. They've turned Submarine Voyage into, it's still a voyage under the sea, but it's Finding Nemo Voyage, where they've turned it into. But Submarine Voyage is long gone. And then they have the original monorail system at Disneyland and at Disney World. So this is a rare find. They don't even make this cup anymore. So, yeah. Because I tried to find this cup online, and it does not exist online, or I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it, so there we are. So it's a rare gem. It's a rare gem, my friends. I don't know. I jump back and forth because I've only went to Disneyland once. But Disneyland is almost the entire exact thing as Disney World, except Disney World, they've expanded it. But they have similar rides. My rides always jump. Like, this one's my favorite of the Magic Kingdom. No, this one's my favorite. I've got favorite rides in each park. That's just how it is. I decided to wear a new hat today. I have been wearing the shit out of my Star Wars Empire Strikes Back set, and I've got so many more good hats, like in my bedroom, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give the old Star Trek, the old Star Wars hat a little bit of a break. Not that I don't like it anymore. I still like it. It's my favorite hat. It is probably without a doubt my favorite hat. But I've got so many other good hats. Like, this one's Michael Myers. So I got Michael Myers on here, and this is Michael Myers 6. Because this is the only hat that I've ever found of Michael Myers so far. I got this at Spirit Halloween like 3 or 4 years ago. So yeah. And then I got Ghostface on. Oh yeah. So different franchises on, but Fears doesn't give a shit. That's right. I hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm having a blessed day. Everything's been going good. I didn't go out anywhere. I just slept in. I got home. I made some bacon. I made some eggs. Had some 2 glasses of orange juice. And then I went to Betty Buys. And I woke up at around 1:30ish. So yeah. So, and then I just kind of stayed in, and I've been editing. So there's going to be a vlog, not right after this stream, but pretty soon. Pretty soon. I've got probably 30 minutes more of editing this newest vlog. So, bear with me. Bear with me. All right. Here we are. So, let's see here. All right. Don't forget to send Fears fan mail. Yeah, buddy. Right here. My birthday's coming up. Thanksgiving's coming up. Christmas is coming up. Send Fears a fan letter. Send Fears a birthday card. And I will respond in a live stream or in a video. And if you can't write this down, not to worry. It's always in the description, my friend. Oh, yeah. There it is. There it is. So it's been a productive day, but it's been a chill day. I watched a movie today, edited, slept in, best sleep ever, man. So yeah. Yep. What have you guys been doing? Let me know. Let me know. A lot of people are probably at work right now. Well, I just finished work a couple of hours ago. Yeah, Visions! What's up, dude? Visions, I saw on Instagram last night before I went to Betty Buys that you had some machine rotating around in a circle. I guess that's your shirt maker. That machine looked pretty badass, man. Anyway, so yeah, I've been having a really good day. I hope you have been having a good day too, buddy. All right, let's start with the top 10, shall we? All right, Yakov, I'm going to pick my favorite Deep Space Nine Season 1 episodes. This is going to be hard because Deep Space Nine started big, you know? They went into it like full force, so it's going to be hard to pick 10 episodes, but I shall do my very best. All right. How's the day been, Visions? Has it been good? Has it been productive? Has it been amazing? Like I said, my day's been pretty good. I've just been kind of chilling at the old Casa de Fears. Sleeping, watching, editing. I haven't even had lunch yet. So far, this is my lunch. So far, that is my lunch. I haven't had any lunch. I had some breakfast, and then I went off to bed. All right, here we go. So, deep. Yo, Rebecca, what's up? You better behave yourself, Rebecca. Get off of Vision's balls, all right? Visions doesn't want you. Shh. Not that it's a big secret or anything, you know. He doesn't want you. All right, Deep Space. 9 season 1 episodes. Top 10. This is going to be hard. Let's see. Rebecca says, how is everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Got plenty of sleep. I got my coffee. It's good coffee, too. It's good coffee. Mm-hmm. Things have been a-rocking. Things have been a-rolling. Let's see here. Vision says, not bad. I just got up a couple of hours ago. So nothing bad has happened yet. That's good. That's good, buddy. Did you get all your work done? I saw you were, that machine was flying. It was going around in a circle, and I was like, damn. I'm like, Visions must be like printing out those shirts like a mile a minute. So I thought that machine was cool, buddy. You put it on your Instagram, and I was like, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, yeah. Well, that's good, Rebecca. I'm glad you and Visions are cool. As long as you're not, like, trying to get, like, jump his bones every day, then he's probably going to be cool with you, because I guarantee you that probably gets annoying after a while. Or it would get annoying with me. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Season 1. I'm going to have to pull out the discs. I wish they would have them like on a little booklet, but they're all the names of the episodes are on the discs. All right, here we go. So far we got A Man is Alone, Past Prologue, and Emissary. Well, Emissary is the pilot episode, so I got to put that down. And Yakov, whenever you watch this, I'll be honest, the pilot is awesome. The only thing that sucks is that Benjamin Sisko, his wife, dies. And he tries to save her, and there's this big, like, metal, it's like I don't know what you'd call it. It's like it's not so much a barricade, it's like a metal post has fallen on top of her chest. And even if he did lift it up to save her, she was already dead. But he doesn't think that she's dead. And so another Starfleet officer comes in and says, sir, she's dead. There's nothing that we can do. We have to leave. The spaceship is about to explode. We have to get out of here. He goes, I've already grabbed your son, and he's safely aboard, a transport ship. We've got to get you out of here. And he's like, we can't just leave her. Jennifer! So it sucks that his wife, like, dies within probably 10, 15 minutes into the pilot. So, yeah. But it's still a good episode. Yo, Eddie, what's up? Eddie's got those googly eyes. Those googly eyes. Which, by the way, Visions, speaking of googly eyes, that meme that you made for me. So, Visions, I hope you don't mind me telling this story, Visions. Visions paused my recent vlog, which, by the way, I loved it. And Visions, that meme is my new screensaver on my laptop. So he froze it at the perfect moment where the girl working at Spirit Halloween, her name was Sparkles. Her real name was Sparkles, I swear to God. And she was kind of like kind of looking off like this way, like, and then I had big eyes like that. And then he put a fake arm with me holding a gun, like pointing it at everyone. And I was like, that's pretty fucking hilarious. So, Visions, thanks a lot for the newest meme. I haven't uploaded it on my Facebook yet, but I will. But it's my screensaver, because I thought it was fucking hilarious. Does it top Indiana Jones? No, it does not. Nothing so far that you've made, Visions, tops Indiana Jones. Oh, excuse me, Indiana Fears. Indiana Fears trying to grab the Pinhead bobblehead. I loved it so much that it's on my wall, because you saw it in the vlog. It's right under the other meme that you made for me as Kirk and Randall as Spock. Which makes sense, because Randall's really tall, and I'm really short, and Captain Kirk is really short. Plus, I got the flowing hair, you know, just like Kirk does. Alright, so Emissary is first. Alright, and then Past Prologue, it's alright. A Man Alone, it's okay, but does it make it to the list? Nah. Alright. Let's see here. Let's see. Disc 2, we have Captive Pursuit, Q-less, Dax, and Babel. Captive Pursuit is going on the list, and Q-less, because Q-less is when Cisco deals with Q, and he pretty much punches Q right in the face, because he's like, I don't have time for your bullshit, you know? And he's like, John Luke never hit me, and he goes, guess what? Guess what? I'm not John Luke. I'm not putting up with your crap. And he pretty much like punches him right in the nose. So, Q-less is going on the list. Captive Pursuit, that's where you kind of already meet Odo in the first one, but Odo is like trying to track down a criminal, and it's a really good episode. It's a pretty good episode. I'll be honest, Visions, I was surprised about yesterday's stream. I had no idea that you still watch VHS tapes. Like, I thought that was a Tinder Immortal thing, because I was like, oh man, you've got to watch Star Trek Next Gen. And you're like, well, Fears, I got a VHS. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, I thought, so you don't watch, do you watch some Blu-ray Visions, some DVDs, or is it all VHS? I'm just curious. Because the minute you said, oh, I've got a whole bunch of VHS tapes, like, right near my feet, like in my man cave, I was like, oh, shit, that's what's up. So, yeah. It was a surprise. Nothing against VHS, it makes sense for Tinder Immortal, because out of the whole community, Tinder Immortal is like the full-on VHS queen master, you know, like she's the queen of the VHSs, you know what I'm saying? And then when I found out that you got some VHS, I was like, oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Eddie, let's see. Let me catch up with the chat. Eddie says, better be good in here, as always. Let's see. Riding sideways, this way doing a $1.50. Okay. Eddie's pretty much rambling. That's all right, though. Eddie's hilarious. Yeah, hustle. This stream is partying and rocking. Let me ask you a question. When is this party, when is this stream not ever rocking or rolling or hustling, bustling, going nuts, going ballistic? It always is, Eddie. It always is. All right. Let's see. Captive Pursuit, Q-less. I'm going to put Dax on there, too. Dax is a good episode. All right. Let's see here. This is... Oh, wait. This is Season 1, the special features. So, let me just put that one off to the side. Okay. Let's see. Next, The Forsaken Dramatic Persona Duet. It's in the Hands of the Prophets. Dramatic Personette is a really good one. Hopefully I said that right. That's a good one. Let's see here. In the hands of the prophets, it's good, but I don't know if it makes the list. I'll put it down as a maybe. So, all right. The Passenger, Move Along Home, The Negus, The Vortex. Oh, The Passenger is for sure a good one. The Passenger. But I'd say out of all these so far, The Pilot is probably my favorite. Except for when Jennifer, Dr. Sisko's wife, dies. Because she dies in such a violent, brutal way. There's like fire all over. She's got this metal beam. That's what it is. I was trying to figure out. It's not a pole, and it wasn't like a barricade. It was a beam. A metal beam on the top of the wall. Broke off. Fell on top of her. I couldn't think of the fucking word, and I finally thought of the word. A beam. A metal beam. And no matter how much Captain Sisko, like, lifted it up, he would barely lift it up. But it didn't matter because she was already dead. But of course, I mean, I would have done the same thing. If I had a wife, even if she was dead, I would rescue her body. But another Starfleet officer came in and said, "I'm sorry, sir, she's dead. The ship's about to explode." And he goes, we got to get her out of here. He says, we have to get out of here. And then he starts pulling Sisko away, and he's like, "Damn it." He goes, "We can't just leave her like that." And he's like, "I'm sorry, sir, we have to." He goes, "We have to leave." And he's like, "Damn it, no!" So I was like, damn, that's a crazy scene, man. You have to leave your wife behind. Even if she was dead, I would not leave my wife behind, you know? So it's a very emotional scene. But so far, out of all these, Emissary, the pilot, is probably my favorite. The next one, probably the one with Odo in it, Captive Pursuit, where he's like chasing down a criminal. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. All right, let's see. What's next? The Passenger I put down, and then, let's see. Move Along Home, The Negus. The Negus was a good one. Because that's where you meet the Negus. The Negus. And that's like pretty much the Ferengi, the Negus is like the Ferengi, like, president, basically. Yo, what's up, Yakov? Sisko is such a great, a great character. He is. So far, Yakov, I'm doing the top 10 Deep Space Nine Season 1 episodes of my favorites. Tonight, I'm moving into Season 2. So far, I got The Emissary, Q-less, Captive Pursuit, Dax, Dramatic Persona, hopefully I said that right, The Passenger, and now the Negus. And the Negus is like the Ferengis, like the Ferengi president. Alright. Next we got Battle Lines, the Storyteller, I'm sorry, excuse me. Battle Lines, the Storyteller, Progress, If Wishes Were Horses. Oh, God, I can't remember. It's either the story... Yakov, which one is it? Is it the Storyteller, or is it If It Wishes Were Horses, where that race comes and Quark cheats them playing a game? And then they're like, "Oh, so you like to play games, do you?" And Quark's like, "Yeah, who doesn't?" And then they know a shadow of a doubt that Quark cheated them. Right? And so he's like, "Oh, well, if you think you're so good at games, why don't you play this game?" I think that one is If Wishes Were Horses. It's on this disc, Yakov. I just can't remember which one it is. I don't know if you can read those. That's another episode I loved, where Quark knows that he screwed these people over, and he shouldn't have, because Sisko is trying to make first contact with this new alien race. And this alien race, Quark thinks that they're dumb, and all they like to do is recreation and play games. And then Quark's like, oh, well, I'll just cheat him and I'll make it like a quick buck. And then they look at Quark like, we're not fucking idiots. We know that you cheated. But the main, like, president guy of that race is like, well, I'm not going to tell Quark that I know that you cheated us. He's like, oh, well, he goes, congratulations. That's a great game. How about you play another game with us? And then Quark's like, sure. And he's like, oh, so you like games, huh? And he's like, well, yeah, who doesn't? And he's like, well, I think you'll like this game. And then all of a sudden, Quark plays, but then Cisco, Dax, Kira, and Bashir, Dr. Bashir, and I think one more person gets stuck in the game. And it's up to Quark, because Quark's a fucking idiot. I hate to curse, but he is. He's a lovable idiot, but he's an idiot, you know? That's what it is, Yakov. It's not that. It's this one. Move Along Home. That's what it is. It's not on this disc. It's on this disc. I thought it was if wishes were horses. So Move Along Home. That's what it is. That's the episode I was talking about. Move Along Home. Excuse me. My bad. I was mistaken. I could have sworn it was on this disc. Yakov is right. That's why I went to Yakov, because I'm like, well, he would know before I would. Because he's like the Deep Space Nine master. Let's see. I don't like any episodes on this disc. So I'm going to go to the last disc here. This one, let's see here. Oh, Rules of Acquisition. Hopefully I said that right. That's a good one. And then Necessary Evil is a good one. Rules of Acquisition. Damn, that's a mouthful. Acquisition. So I think those are my last two, Yakov. And then Necessary Evil. That's a good one. So my top 10 favorites are Emissary, Culus, Captive Pursuit, Dax, Dramatic Persona of the Passenger, The Negus, Move Along Home, Rules of Acquisition, and Necessary Evil. Those are, bam. Oh yeah. Alright, let me just move this out of the way. So yeah, tonight I'm going to start with Season 2. Let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see here. Vision says, I very rarely watch Blu-rays or DVDs. See, like since you being a big movie guy, because you like movies a lot, Visions, not as much as me, but you do like movies. I found that very surprising, but there we are. I watch very rarely Blu-rays or DVDs, but I watch tapes fairly often. Usually I will download movies. That's right. I forgot about that. You have a download list. That's right. I remember that, buddy. I remember you telling me that. Usually I will download movies, but I found so many good movies on VHS for 25 cents. Oh yeah, they're cheap. They're cheap, especially at Goodwill. You can get them for I think my Goodwill does 20. It's anywhere from 25 cents to 50 cents at Goodwill. Because they want to get rid of them. Because I should say, very rarely do people watch VHS anymore. I didn't know that, though, Visions. That's cool. I mean, it makes sense because you said your dad and your uncle. I keep forgetting. Your dad didn't own a VHS rental place. It was your uncle, right? And your dad would take you when you were 5 or 6, and you guys would rent a crap load of movies. So it makes sense, buddy. I still need to watch The Hunted. I promise. I'm going to watch it. It's on the list. I promise. I'm still waiting for the fucking futuristic robot movie. I don't know where the fuck it is. They sent me an email the other day. It's coming, Fears. It's on the way. When is it going to be here? If it was here, it would be right here. You know? That's what I really said in my mind. You know, because I've been waiting for... I ordered that like 3 weeks ago. Then they lost in the mail. Oh, sorry, Mr. Fears. We found it. Great. Awesome. That's what I really said. I said, oh, great. I said something like... I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said something to the... I didn't yell at them. I yelled at them in my mind. In my mind, I was like, fucking Christ, just get me the movie. That's what I said in my mind visions. What I really said, I said something to the effect of, oh, great, thank you so much. I'm glad that you found it. Oh, you said it's lost? Okay, no problem. Just send it to my house, you know, whenever you like. That's what I really said when I emailed them back. So they say it's on the way. When will I get it? I have no idea. Hopefully sometime in the next century. But I'm not going to order another movie until I get that one. But yeah. Maybe as soon as I get the futuristic cop movie, which sounds fucking hilarious, I cannot wait to watch it. That's another reason. I want to watch it. It sounds hilarious. Like, the wave of the future. 25 years in the future. Future LA. The ultimate solution to crime. You know? And it's like this robot cop. It's a cheesy version. A really cheesy version of like of RoboCop. But if someone made it really bad. RoboCop was made really good. This one looks like it was made really bad, but I cannot wait to get it because I'm going to laugh my ass off. And he's like, and he even says, time to terminate you. I'm like, oh shit, they're ripping on Terminator, they're ripping on RoboCop. He literally points a gun in like some woman's face, and he's like, time to terminate you. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. I'm like, you stole the Terminator's line. I'm like, you little bastard. So I can't wait to watch this shit whenever it gets to my house. But as soon as I get that one, Visions, I'll watch it. And then the next one I'll order off the list is The Hunted. Because I've got to watch that. Because you said that was your dad's favorite movie. And I was like, and I watched the trailer and I was like, damn, your dad had good taste, man. So I was like, fuck yeah. I'm like, I'll get that since we're buddies and I'll watch it. Plus, it's got a, like, fucking kick-ass knife that's, like, that long. You know? And he's chopping people's heads off with it and shit. So, yeah. Eddie says, Mr. Yakov, you better be a good boy in here. Eddie, I don't get it. What is with this obsession with being, like, good little girls and good little boys? I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's see. I don't know. Always good to see you, too. Yakov, what is this picture on your profile? What is it? Hang on, let me have a look at this. What is this? It's like some guy doing an over-the-top, like, grin. Alright. Because I'm like, because Yakov, I know what you look like. Before I blocked you on Facebook or Instagram or something, I know your real name and I know your real face, buddy. So I was like, that's definitely not Yakov. So yeah. Yakov said, I just had a big poo. Nice. Well, I had a big poo and a number one right before this show because I hate leaving the show. I mean, I'll leave the show if I have to. If I have to use the restroom, I'm like, they're just going to have to wait because I need to use the restroom. But I try not to leave. Only if I have to. You know, so I went to the bathroom right before this stream, so I hope I don't have to go during the show. But we'll see. But I'm pretty sure you're right, Yakov. Move along home, because I remember in the movie, or not in the movie, in the TV show, the real tall, you know the tall guy with the flowing mustache and he's kind of fat? He's like, move along home, move along. And then Cisco's like, why are we here? Why? And then he's like, ha 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 ha. And they just keep like laughing in Cisco's face. And he's like, move along home. And he goes, I'm not talking to you, move along. So that's a good episode. That's probably my second favorite episode. It would go The Emissary, the pilot first, and then probably Move Along Home. That game that they play. And again, Quark is an idiot, but he's a lovable idiot. But he's not, his brother is more of an idiot. Rom. And then Nog is Rom's son. And Nog is I don't know if he's the same age as Jake Sisko, which is Sisko's son. Jake is, what is he? I think he's like 11 or 12. And I think Nog is like 12 or 13. But they become friends. So the makeup on the Ferengi is so awesome. I bet you that took like hours of makeup. Like sitting in a makeup chair for like 4 or 5 hours. First of all, they got big fucking noses. So they put like a prosthetic nose over the actual nose. Then they have big ears that like literally their ears come from their neck around. Like that big around. So it'd be cool to play a Ferengi, but I'd be like, this is going to be a lot of extra pay in the makeup chair for Fears. So yeah, I'd do it though. I would play any character, Yakov, to be on. You know, me and you can talk about Star Trek for hours. I'll have you on a stream, Yakov, because you've been acting good lately. I don't know, maybe you've turned a corner. I've given you like 25 chances before, but maybe you've finally turned a corner. I don't know. I'm still kind of weary, so as long as you're nice, I will still I'll still keep you in here because I don't want any more drama from anybody. So yeah. But we should have you on a show one day, and me and you can talk Star Trek all fucking day, because I love me some Star Trek. Even though Rom's an idiot, towards the end of the show, he actually gets a job, and he pretty much, like, starts standing up for himself, because his brother is always, like, calling Rom an idiot. You're so dumb. Rom, you can't do anything, Rom. Finally, Rom's like, you know what, brother? Fuck you, I've had enough. I'm done. You can kiss my ass. I'm out of here. And then he actually quits his job. I remember that episode. Now, I haven't got to that episode yet, Yakov, but I remember it from past watches. And he finally gets a job, and he starts working for Chief Miles O'Brien, which is probably one of my favorite characters off of Deep Space Nine. It would go Miles O'Brien first, then Cisco. Cisco and Miles are like two of my favorite characters so far on that show. Then probably Kira, because she's so hot. I don't care that her hair is short. She is ridiculously beautiful. So she would probably be third. Then Quark. Oh, no, it would go... I'm sorry, I forgot about Odo. Odo's such a badass. So it would go Miles first, then Cisco, then Odo, then Kira, and then Quark, and then all the rest. Anyway, all right, let's continue on. Let's see, where did I leave off? I left off. Yo, Richie, what's up? What's going on? Is this the real Richie? Or do I have to get rid of the fake Richie? Is it the real Richie? It is the real Richie. Well, good to see you. Good to see you, Richie. I always check because there's a million fake Richies and a million fake Fearses. And about a month ago, I got rid of a fake Randall and a fake Visions. So I was like, oh, wow. Visions, I had never seen a fake Visions until that day. It was about 2 weeks ago. So I was like, oh. I'm like, they're getting desperate. They're getting desperate of making a fake Visions. I was like, because normally I don't see a fake Visions. So yeah. What's up, Richie? Good to see you. Let's see here. So Vision says Yakov Trekkie. Pretty much. I'd say me and Yakov are the biggest Trekkies of the whole community. Pretty much. But Yakov, I think you would go first, because I think you've been watching it more than me. Like, oh, well, no, I'm older than you, so probably me first, because I was like, oh, God. My dad introduced me to Next Gen when I was like, I don't know, 7, 8, somewhere around there. And my dad was real excited. He goes, oh, John, you're going to love it. And I was like, what is this, Dad? And he's like, don't worry about it. Just watch it. It's great. And then he explained to me what it was. But I watched Next Gen first, and then he introduced me. As soon as Season 7 of Next Gen was done, my dad was like, all right, now let's watch the old ones. So, yeah. But my dad, Yakoff would only buy his favorite episodes. He goes, if it isn't my favorite episode, John, I'm not getting it on VHS. And I was like, all right, that makes sense. And then they started putting the seasons on DVD. And then my dad kind of like, it kind of fizzled out of him once he got sick, Yakoff. He was like, hey, John, you want all my old Star Trek stuff? And I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I kept I got rid of some of the DVDs because I got the full season, and my dad's like, keep the VHS. So I kept the VHS tapes. So I have some of those in my apartment and then a lot of them back in Missouri. And my dad's like, yeah, get rid of the DVDs. Get the whole season. You can get the whole 7 seasons, John, on DVD or Blu-ray. And I was like, oh, I'm way ahead of you, Dad. And then towards the end, when I went to the hospital, my dad's like, hey, bring some episodes. We'll watch them together. I was like, I can do that. I'm like, that's what's up, Dad. One of my dad's favorite episodes was, what's it called? It's in season 1 or season 2 of Next Gen. I think it's called the Neutral Zone, Yakoff, where Data finds those 3 people from like the 20th century, like in the 90s, and they were frozen, like cryonics, and then they get thawed out, and then they were healed, and then they're like, oh shit, where are we? We're in the 24th century. Oh my god. That was it wasn't my dad's favorite episode, but it was one of them. I remember my dad's favorite episode. My dad loved the pilot of Encounter at Farpoint. Because it's 2 hours long, and he said every shot in it is great. So that's probably his favorite episode, Encounter at Farpoint. And then another one he really loved was the Neutral Zone in season 1. And then he really loved Disaster. That's in season 5, where they get hit by a quantum filament, and the whole ship, like, goes to shit, and, like, Picard is stuck with a bunch of kids in a turbo lift, and then Worf has to take care of Miles O'Brien's wife that's pregnant, and then he actually has to save Keiko O'Brien, because she's like, Worf, like, this is my first birth, I don't know how to do it, and he's like, don't worry, I took a class, I know exactly what to do, I'll help you, with your baby, and da-da-da-da-da, and then Riker and Data have to get to, like, engineering, and I remember my dad liked that one, too, but if memory serves me right, pretty much his favorite episode, at least in Next Gen, was Encounter at Farpoint. Unfortunately, I never asked him what his favorite episode was from the 60s version. I should have asked him, but I just forgot to ask him. My favorite episode is On the Edge of... I cannot remember what it is. It's On the Edge of Tomorrow or The Edge of Future Tomorrow. Whatever that time travel one is. That one's great. It's on disc 10 in the collection. So I always go to disc 10 and just watch it sometimes. Because it's such a great episode. Alright, let me scroll down here. But yeah, Visions, you're right. Me and Yakoff are like the biggest Trekkies in the community. That's for sure. That is for sure. I have 1,779 movies and 265 full TV shows downloaded. Oh, shit. Damn. I need to count how many movies. It's around 3,000. I don't know the exact number. It's around 3,000 for sure. It's around there for sure. Yeah, I don't give a fart about an 8K release of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. VHS quality is peak. Listen, Visions, whatever works, you know what I'm saying? You know Fears. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, If you love watching VHS, awesome. But sometimes I geek out. I'm like, I need that fucking 4K of Halloween. I need that 4K of fucking Spock going ballistic. Live long and prosper, motherfucker. It's just certain things that I need things on Blu-ray or 4K. These are so cheap at Goodwill. That's why I get them. I go to Goodwill first. and you guys have seen the vlogs. I'll grab 4 or 5, and they're only for like 25, 50, a buck, you know. And then whatever I can't find there, that's when I go to Walmart. But I haven't done a nerd haul in a while because I'm trying to catch up with all my shit. I don't need a nerd haul right now. You know? So, it's going to be a while before I do a nerd haul. Let's see. Yakov says, you have brain rot. Keeps back the... Oh, Lord. Sorry, Richie. Oh, shit. I'm not going to read that back, Yakov. I'm not going to read that. So, yeah. I heard about that, Eddie. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. That's why I wore a Darth Vader shirt yesterday. Unfortunately, the almighty James Earl Jones passed away yesterday. So, rest in peace, my friend. Man, what a great career. Vision's the best line out of what's the movie where the guy builds a baseball field? Field of Dreams, where he's like, yeah, I guess I have. Peace, love, dove. Now get the hell out of here, and he slams the door. That's my favorite. That's my favorite dialogue that James Earl Jones does in that movie. Either that or Ray. People will come, Ray. That speech. So yeah. Sadly, I don't have Field of Dreams in my collection. I would just rent it from my library. That's about a mile away, but I need to get Field of Dreams in the collection. But unfortunately, yeah, he passed away. But I don't even know what he passed away of. Does anyone know what he passed away? Eddie, do you know what he died from? Probably old age, because like James Earl Jones was like 90-something. I don't actually know how old he was. I know he was in his late 80s or early 90s, something. And then he had a cameo. Well, not really a cameo. It was like, it was kind of a big part on, it was a long cameo on an episode of Big Bang Theory. And he's like, let me guess. You like Star Wars. And then Sheldon's like, yeah, I do. I do like Star Wars. And he's like, I've been in other movies. And he's like, but you don't care about any of those. And then Sheldon's like, nope. And he's like, I have one thing to say to people like you. I like Star Wars too! That is a great cameo. And then he's like, I got a residual check for The Lion King in my pocket. And he goes, let's hit the casino up. And then Sheldon's like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then they go get ice cream. Then they're in a Ferris wheel at a carnival. Then they're knocking on Carrie Fisher's door and like fucking with Carrie Fisher's mind. I'm like, this is fucking great. I'm like, James Earl Jones, you are the fucking man, dude. I love that episode. That episode's fucking great. So yeah. Sadly, he passed away. So rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Man, oh man, did he have a great career. Then he was in Conan the Barbarian, which, by the way, not Yakov, Visions, I saw on Instagram that you were watching Conan the Barbarian while you were making those shirts. I have watched the first. I haven't watched the sequel yet. I don't own the sequel. But you guys know about a month ago, I reviewed Conan the Barbarian. That was Arnold Schwarzenegger's first movie. Well, his first one was, I think his first. Well, he did some television show with on I Love Lucy or whatever. He was acting with Lucy, where he gives Lucy a massage. So I think that was his first television appearance. Then his first movie was Hercules Comes to New York or some shit, but he barely had any like talking out of it. But his first like major acting, where he actually talks, was Conan the Barbarian, and then Terminator came next. Yeah, buddy. So I think I gave Conan the Barbarian like a 10 out of 10. It was so good. I cannot wait for Conan the Barbarian 2. So I'll find it and I'll watch it. And man, it was so good. It was so good. Let's see. Vision says, my dad had at least 8 copies of The Hunted on VHS in case one of them wore out. Right? I hear you. I still have Visions. I still have my broken Ghostbuster tape. I got it for Christmas or my birthday. And I fucking wore that fucker out, man. I just kept watching Ghostbusters. All of a sudden, I don't remember who I went up to. I either went up to my mom or my dad. And they were like, what's up, John? And I was like, well, the tape broke. And they're like, well, how did it break? I'm like, I guess because I watched it too much. I'm like, I don't know. And my mom and dad are like, don't worry, like you can either buy another one with your allowance money or just ask for it again for Christmas. So I think I used some of my allowance money when I was a kid and rebought it, but I kept my broken one. So I have my broken one and then my new VHS. Then Matthew, a fan of mine, which he's been in the vlog, he gave me a copy of Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2 before I moved here at Toyman, and he didn't really like being on camera, and I was like, Matthew, just be on camera for like 2 seconds because you're a fan and you got me a gift, and I'm pretty sure he was the very first one ever to get me a gift. Then it was Visions. So yeah. So I was like, Matthew, you're the first fan to ever give me something. Like a big thing. And he was like, all right, Fears. I'm pretty sure it was him first. Then it was Visions. And then in between Visions and Matthew, that one guy painted the picture of Fears Man at Toyman. He was like, Fears, don't you fucking dare come near my vendor table until Sunday. And I was like, why? I'm like, you got some good shit on your table I want to buy. He goes, Fears, I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. Don't come by my fucking table until Sunday. I was like, all right. All of a sudden, Sunday rolls around. Because sometimes my buddy Chris would do a one-day Toyman con, and sometimes he would do 2. He'd do Saturday and Sunday. And like the last time I came into Missouri, that was only a one-day con. And Chris was like, oh, Fears, you came in July for your vacation, man. He goes, in May, we did a 2-day con. And I was like, well, I'm like, that's just when I got off of work, and that's when my mom wanted me to come because she wanted to celebrate the 4th of July with me. And he's like, yeah, but man, he goes, you missed a hell of a show. I was like, well, I'm only one person. I can't get to every single fucking show, on the universe, buddy. But I'm like, I try my best to get to as many shows as I possibly can, I was going to go to a show this weekend in Daytona because Mark Summers was going to be there, and I've met him on the phone. And me and him are buddies on Instagram. And so I wrote him and I said, hey, are you still doing that con this weekend? And he goes, I was going to. He goes, but I had to cancel because I have a cameo in a Hallmark movie that I'm doing that weekend. I said, well, at least you'll probably get paid more, Mark, doing that cameo in that Hallmark movie. He goes, yeah. He goes, that's why I did it. He goes, I'll make more in that weekend in that movie than I ever would at that convention. I said, fair enough. But I said, well, let me know next time you're going to do that. It's called the 90s Con, and I was going to do that this weekend. The only reason why I was going to go was to get a picture with Mark Summers and get his autograph. But since he's not coming, I'm not going to go. And then he said, but he goes, they already invited me to next year's. So he said, if I do next year's and it's in Daytona, he goes, we'll hang out then, Fears. And I said, oh, yeah. I said, I will be there. I said, Mark, if you're there, I will be there, buddy. So, yeah. Anyway, 8 copies. Wow. Well, hell yeah, Visions. That means your dad fucking loved the shit out of The Hunted. I mean, as he should. That fucking movie, when I watched the trailer, looked amazing. And I'm telling you, that fucking knife is like, I wouldn't even call it a knife. It's like a dagger. It's like that fucking long. And he's like, die, you motherfucker! And he fucking, like, chops some people's heads off with that fucking thing. So, yeah. Oh, we did! We did, Visions. He says, did we pay respects to James Earl Jones? We did. Man, he was awesome. He still is awesome. Just because somebody passes away doesn't mean they're still awesome. James Earl Jones in my mind, will always be fucking awesome. He's the fucking voice of Darth Vader. So now, they better. I'll be so pissed off at Disney. I'll revoke my Disney pass if they ever replace James Earl Jones' voice. I don't care that he passed away. He will always be Darth Vader. And I'm telling you, if Disney pulls some shit and replaces his voice, I'll be so pissed off, I'll get on a plane and I'll choke the shit out of the Disney executive's, like, neck. You know, the main guy that owns Disney or runs Disney now. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I'm like, Fierce is kicking ass and taking names. Just picture Fierce walking up into his office. Who the hell are you? Who the hell am I? I'm fucking Fierce. How the hell are you going to, like, replace his fucking voice? I'm kicking ass and taking names. And I just do a forward roll across the fucking table, grab his fucking neck, choke the shit out of him, and say, are we going to replace his voice now? No, Fierce. That's what I thought. And then I just quietly close the door, and then I walk away. So there it is. So they better not replace his voice, Yakov. I'll be pissed. He did such a good job as Darth Vader. He will always be Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying? Always. Always. Same thing with my dad. Just because my dad has passed away doesn't mean that my dad is not the fucking man. My dad's awesome. I have so much respect for him. He accomplished so much. Just like James Earl Jones, my dad is the fucking man. And he will always be the fucking man. That's right. So, hell yeah. R.I.P. James Earl Jones. He didn't get shot in the head, Yakov. Hang on. I'm going to find out what James Earl Jones passed away. Let's see. Let me go to Google. What did James Earl Jones die of? Let's see here. Oh, yeah, so I was right. So early 90s. He died at 93. Okay, there it is. Let's see here. So it says that he died at 93. And then, what did he die of? Let's see. Let me click on this website. It doesn't really tell what he died of. It just tells about his career and about his life and who he was married to and how many kids he had. What did he die of? Hang on, let me go to another website. Google has to have it. Let's see. Oh, here it is. It says 20 hours ago. So I guess they post this 20 hours ago. This website says James Earl Jones, acclaimed actor, director, voice actor, writer, dies at 93. And then it says, if I scroll down, it says in the early morning on Monday, he died at his home in New York. The cause of death not immediately clear. Okay. I have a feeling because he was so old, it was probably old age, Yakov. That's my feeling because he was 93. So anyway, it wasn't to a gunshot though. There's a guy named Nog. Yeah. There is visions. Nog is the son of Rom. So Rom is Nog's dad. So it's Rom, and he's like. He's stupid, but he's also smart sometimes. But he makes a lot of stupid mistakes. And Rom is Quark's brother. So Quark runs the bar, and he's like the main guy. And then Rom assists him. And then eventually in the series, Rom just says, "You know what, Quark? Fuck you. I'm so sick of you calling me dumb. The hell with you. I'm not going to help you with your bar anymore. Fuck your bar. I'm done." And so then he gets a job with Chief O'Brien. And then eventually in the series, Nog, his son, wants to be the first Ferengi in Starfleet. Because I guess his dad inspires him. He's like, well, my dad is finally like standing up for himself. Like fuck my uncle. You know, like, because Nog actually helps Quark at the bar too. But like Quark just bosses Nog and his brother around Rom, and then Nog and his dad Rom is like, "Fuck him! I'm done. I'm out of here." So Rom actually gets a job with Chief O'Brien, and then Rom eventually. I'm sorry, Rom gets a job with Chief O'Brien, and then Nog eventually in the series enlists in Starfleet, and he becomes the first Ferengi in Starfleet, which is pretty cool. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Yakov says, yeah, Nog is Rom's son, like I just said, Quark's nephew, and Quark is Rom's brother. And Quark does love his brother and his nephew. He's just kind of a bossy boots. He just kind of like he does love his brother and he does love his nephew, but he basically, like, for a Ferengi, family is second and profit is first. So he's like, yeah, I love my family, but my brother's a fucking idiot, and Nog is not an idiot, but like he's got an idiot for a dad, and I love my family, but profit will always come first. Essentially, that's what a Ferengi is all about. The Ferengis are all about profit, and then their family. But eventually, Nog and Rom are like, you know what? Fuck profit. We're so sick and tired of your bullshit, Quark. Like, we're out of here. We're gonna make profit on our own. And you can go to hell, and that's pretty much what they do. So, yeah. It is a funny name, though, Visions. Nog, Rom. But the Ferengi are very unusual. They're very short aliens with massive ears. They're like that big around. So it goes from, like, their neck up to, like, their head. And then they wear like, weird clothing, but they're still a pretty cool species. So, yeah. Exactly, Yakov. Yakov says, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Yakov says, he's the first Ferengi to join Starfleet. This is true. See, me and Yakov, we know our Star Trek history. That's right. Vision says, so Eddie, so what you're basically saying is that Yakov better be a good boy. What the hell is up with this Eddie guy? Eddie, I can assure you that everyone is good little girls and good little boys and shit. What the hell? Oh, my lord. Anyway, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. See, I thought I could make it, but I can't make it. I'm going to catch up with the chat, and then I'm going to go to the bathroom. Yakov says, you know what, Fears? I guarantee it was Gothic King Cobra. It wasn't Gothic King Cobra that killed James Earl Jones. Whatever. Oh, my lord. I'm laughing too, Visions, and I'm not trying to laugh at James Earl Jones' death, but when Yakov said that, I kind of laughed. I was like, it's not fucking Gothic King Cobra, whatever. Unfortunately, Deep Space Nine will likely never be. I know. I want it remastered so bad, Yakov. I bought it on DVD, and I was like, well, if they put Star Trek Enterprise on Blu-ray, so I gave Randall all of my DVDs of Star Trek Enterprise, and I said, hey, Randall, I'm going to buy Star Trek Next Gen, the complete series on Blu-ray. You want all those old DVDs? Randall was like, oh, yeah, Fears. And I said, great. I said, I'm going to get it on Blu-ray. And they haven't put it out on 4K yet. And so I was like, well, if they put those two shows on Blu-ray, why the hell would they not put... Yakov, why do you think they will never put it on Blu-ray or 4K? It makes sense if they put Enterprise and Next Gen on there. Why wouldn't they put Deep Space Nine? If they ever put it on Blu-ray, I'm gonna get it, and then I'll give Randall the DVDs that are on the floor. But it came in a nice case, So on the floor is seasons 1 through 3, and then this is seasons 4 through 7. And then it comes in this really nice case. So it comes in a nice case. Just they're not Blu-ray. I wish they were. I really do wish they were. But anyway. I wish they were, but I wonder why they'll never put it on Blu-ray. So Excuse me. Answer me that, Yakov. Because I'm curious. Why wouldn't you do it? Something with the special effects being put onto digital instead of tape, so it's impossible to remaster. See, I don't agree with that, Yakov. It's not impossible. If they did it for Enterprise and Next Gen, they remastered all the special effects off of the show, off of the Next Gen show. Surely they've got all that old footage, for Deep Space Nine. They could do the same thing. I'm just saying. They probably are just too. They're probably just too lazy, because they probably were like, "Oh man, it was a bitch to remaster Next Gen. It was a bitch to remaster Enterprise. So it'll be a bitch to remaster Deep Space Nine." That's probably what it is, guaranteed. Well, you do have a point. It is expensive, too. I hope they do it someday. I really hope. It would be worth it. Anyway. I didn't even, Visions, I had no idea that James Earl Jones was even sick. I'm guessing because he was 93. I mean, 93 is pretty old, I bet you, because when I read it, Visions, it says the cause of death unclear at this point, so they'll probably release it here in a couple of days. I'm almost guaranteeing you that he died of old age. Sometimes the body just says, you know what, I'm old as hell, I'm checking out, peace, Unfortunately, we're only here for a short time, so you have to enjoy the time that you're here. Because once your time's done, it's done, unfortunately. I've never seen it, Visions. Vision says, Hercules in New York was funny. They dubbed it over with his voice. Oh, okay. So wait, he's from Austria. So did he do it in Austria first and then he did it in English? Is that what you're saying, Visions? I've never seen Hercules in New York. I've always wanted to. Because that's when he was, at his peak. Fucking muscles. Because he had just won Mr. Olympia, for the 5th fucking time. Because he didn't just win it once. He won Mr. Olympia, I think it was 12 times. Oh, no, you know what? That wasn't even his first movie. I'm slipping. His first movie was that workout movie where he smokes weed at the end of the movie. Pumping Iron with Arnold. That was basically his first movie. Then he did the Hercules thing. Then he did the episode with Lucille Ball. I don't know if it was on I Love Lucy or he did some episode where he's like, I'm from Germany and I brought the massage table, and he pretty much gives Lucille Ball a massage. Then he does that, and then he does Conan the Barbarian, and then I think he did Terminator. Then he did Barbarian 2, and then so on and so forth. I think that's how he did it. I think. So, I'd love to see Hercules in New York. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Ooh. I think I'm tired because I got too much sleep. I swear. I got home at 9. I literally came in, took a shower, made some bacon, made some eggs, eat real quick, had my coffee, so this is my second cup of the day, and I fucking conked out. Finally in my bed. I didn't conk out on the fucking couch. I was like, I'm so tired, I want to sleep in my bed today. Conked out in the fucking bed, and I woke up at 1:30ish. So yeah, I was tired. Let's see. She sucks. She should go back to the karaoke bar. I saw the guitar player isn't coming back either. Okay, so you guys are talking music. Yakov says, you know what, Fierce? Once I'm president, I'll make it so. You should. Be like, listen, motherfucker, I'm president now, and I will put fucking Deep Space Nine on Blu-ray, and I don't give a shit what you fucking say, Well, there you go. Do it. I think the better question is why wouldn't you be doing it? So, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Visions is like, you know what, Yakov, you got my vote. Well, there you go. I have not voted today, Yakov. But it's a good thing that you mentioned that, Yakov, because I checked. I got an email. For a limited time today, if you vote, one free vote today gives me and everybody else 2 votes. So 1 vote today will give you 2 votes. So, Yakov, I haven't checked my place in the contest in quite a while. So, let me just go, and I'm going to vote for myself right now. Because the other day I voted in the last couple of days, I voted for my friend Dewey twice. I voted for Whitney twice. I voted for the idiot once. Because he's just doing it just to spite me. You know? So I really hope that fucker does not win. Because it'll be sickening if he wins. So yeah. Anyway. Let's not talk about him. I don't want to ruin the show. But he's an idiot. Alright, let me see here. Let's see here. I'm going to vote for myself. So I got an email saying only the top 20 will survive the first cut. The first cut is Thursday at 9 p.m. So the first cut, they're going to cut everybody else out of the contest, and it's going to be the top 20. So I don't care what position I'm at. If I'm 19th, 18th, I don't care as long as I'm in the top 20. So then I can move on to the next round. Then the next round is they give you a couple days to promote yourself, and then they're going to cut 10 people out of the competition. So then it'll be the top 10, the top 5, the top 3, and then whoever runs the contest, I guess that's when they pick number 1. So right now I'm going to go and vote for myself and then see where I'm at. Okay, here we go. So please vote today. Oh shit, I am 12th. I'm 12th. So I'm still in it. I'm 12th. But I need some votes. It says, and something came up on it. So it says limited time today. If you do a vote, 2 votes for 1 vote. Limited time, and that limited time closes at 9 p.m. So right when I vote, I'll get 2 votes. So do me a favor and vote for me today. So I'm going to vote for myself right now. There we are. Give me 1 second here. I'm just going to vote for myself. Nice. So I just got 2 votes. So it says, yeah, dude. It doesn't say yeah, dude. I'm going to say it says yeah, dude. It says your free vote for John Fears. Oh, I'm sorry. Your free votes for John Fears was received. Hell yeah. So give me some votes tonight, please. Pretty please. Let's see how Whitney's doing. Let's see. Let me just click and see how Whitney's doing. Now I'm 11th. I'm 11th because I just got 2 votes for myself. Nice. Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's see. Let's see how Whitney's doing. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. So, let's see. Let's see who's first. So, some guy named Avery Hall is first. Okay. Right on. So, he's first. So, at least the idiot is not first. So, that's good. So, Avery Hall was first. And then, let's see here. Where's Whitney? Whitney is, let's see here. Whitney is 8th. Nice. So, she's doing pretty good. Well, way to go, Whitney. Whitney's doing pretty good. That's awesome. Good for her. So, Whitney's 8th. And then, let's see here. Let's see here. I'm 11th. And then, let's see how my friend Dewey is doing. Dewey. And then that hot model girl, Amy Young. I don't know who she is, but she's some hot flowing model. She's currently 3rd right now. As she should. She's pretty smoking hot. I mean, she's like laying And she's got like half a bra on, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, now we're talking. So yeah, so she's 3rd, I'm 11th. Hopefully my friend Dewey's doing all right, because I don't see his name. I hope they didn't kick him out of the competition yet. Well, no, they can't. They can't. So he's somewhere. I can't find his name. I'm just trying to go to my friend's. Hopefully my friend put his link on his profile, because I want to see how well he's been doing. So give me 1 second, because yeah, but be sure to vote today. So let's see how well my friend is doing. Let's see here. I hope he posted his link on his Instagram or his Facebook. Let's see if I can find it. Dewey doesn't really care about the contest as much as I do. I mean, he cares, but I've been posting my link just everywhere, but he's only posted it a few times, so it may take me a minute to find it. If he even, in fact, posted it on his Facebook. Let's see here. Let's see here. I know I posted my friend Dewey's on my Instagram or my Facebook, so I'm just gonna try and find it. Just bear with me. Give me a second. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Yeah, it's a shame that James Earl Jones passed away. Quite a legend, quite a great actor. He donated a lot to charity too. So I mean, either this Friday or this Saturday, Fears is going to go see. I've been so busy this week so far. I haven't had time to go see Beetlejuice, but I cannot wait. So that'll probably be. I'm going to upload a vlog tonight at some point. But that'll probably be the next vlog that I work on, is my Beetlejuice reaction vlog. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice! I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be bitchin'. Oh man. It's going to be awesome. Where the hell is his link? Let's see here. I know I posted his link on my profile, just to give my friends some support. I just can't find it. Hang on. Let's see here. Bear with me. I know it's here. I just have to scroll back on my Instagram or my Facebook somewhere. I know I posted his link to show my friends some support. I just can't find it. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, where are you? I know I'm not crazy. I know I posted that link. Hang on. Oh, where are you? I think this is it. Hang on. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, no, that's not it. I thought it was that. I think it was like the first post I did before mine, so it's like back a little ways. There it is, finally. Finally. Alright, so let me just share it again so I don't have to look for it a million times. Okay, so let's click on my buddies. My buddy is currently... Damn, he's doing really good. He is currently second. Well, way to go, Dewey. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Because I would much rather him win than the idiot. So let's see. And just for shits and giggles, let's see how well the idiot's doing. Well, awesome. Well, way to go, Dewey. Way to go, Dewey. Let's see. Let's see how well that idiot's doing. I hate that guy so much. Oh. Such a piece of shit. Anyway. Let's see here. Nice! He's currently 6th. Fuck you, you piece of shit. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So, I'm glad he's not winning. So, the first one is that Avery Hall guy, whoever that guy. I don't know who that guy is. So I'm 11th. Whitney was 8th. Dewey is 2nd. That Avery Hall guy is 1st. And then the idiot is 6th. So that's good. That's good. That's where he should be. That's where he should be. All right. That's good. I'm happy now. I'm very happy. All right. Let's see here. Give her a chance. Oh, trust me, Richie. Whitney's doing good. She's 8th. I need some more votes. I need some more votes. You know, I'm 11th. You know? So, yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll down here. I need to catch up with the chat here. So I apologize for being behind. Vision said, I said they dubbed over his voice. They inserted a guy's voice with an American accent over. Oh, okay, so he talked in his. Okay, I got you, Visions. I'm sorry. I must have misread that. My bad, buddy. Well, now I want to watch Hercules in New York even more, Visions, because that sounds hilarious. His voice, though. When Arnold speaks, like in English, not in Austria, you know, it still sounds fine. But I guess it was like, I guess he had a really thick accent back then, and that's probably why they dubbed it over, Visions. But now when he does movies, he's fine. Like whenever he was in Conan the Barbarian, nobody dubbed over his voice in that one, or in The Terminator, probably because he got better at his English by then. But yeah. And then I understood him just fine in that Pumping Iron movie, you know, because I didn't dub his voiceover in that, you know, so. It's kind of weird that they dubbed it over for that, you know. But anyway. Let's see here. Let me scroll down here. I'm so far behind. Oh no, Yakov. We all know who the idiot is. I'm not even going to mention the idiot's name because he only joined that contest just to spite me. He doesn't even know who Kane Hodder is. He doesn't give a shit about horror. You know? I care about horror movies. He's such a fucking idiot. And it shows you how immature he is. Oh, I'll just join this contest because Fears is doing it. So he can't even use his fucking brain and do something else. He's got to copy me, you know. That's how much of a fucking idiot he is. But whatever. I don't really care. Let him join because anyone can join. I don't really care, but it's just so fucking immature. So he's so fucking stupid. Anyway. That's quite the stack of Blu-rays you have sitting on the floor. It is. It is. Well, it won't be there for long because I've actually been watching movies and they've been going down And I cleared a bunch of space, Dr. Jenkins, so I'm going to fill all this up first, and then the minute this fills up, I'm buying a shelf. I'm going to move all this out, what's left, and put another shelf right there. So it's coming. But I'm not going to buy one until all this is filled up, my friend. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I know, Jakob. I was trying to catch up. I'm so far behind on the chat. You missed me talking about Deep Space Nine. The problem is they transfer the footage from physical tape to digital media. Then they added special effects. You can't remaster the digital thing. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. So if they took the original tape that Deep Space Nine is on, it wouldn't have special effects. Yeah, and you have to have the special effects. I get it. You have to have the special effects for Deep Space Nine, you know. If they got the original digital assets, they would be in standard. Yeah, I hear you. There has to be a way, though. There has to be a way to put it on Blu-ray. I'm sure they would figure it out, Yakov. So they could remaster the original footage, but it would have no... and then it'd be scratched. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's so frustrating. That's so frustrating, Yakov. I don't really care what he's doing, Visions, because I really hope he doesn't win. You know, if he is paying for votes, I mean, that's not against the law, because any votes that people pay for, it helps out that charity. So even if he is paying for the votes, or if he's getting all of his fans to pay for the votes, that's not against the rules. Plus, it helps that charity. So I'm not really mad because it's helping that charity out. And those kids need the money more for that charity. I just hope that fucker doesn't win because he only did it to spite me. So I don't really give a shit what he does, to be honest. So yeah, like I said, they would have to redo all the special effects from scratch. No studio is going to do that. I get what you're saying, Yakov. It sucks because they did it for Enterprise and they did it for Next Gen, and then they put Discovery on Blu-ray. They put Picard on Blu-ray. Pretty much everything they put on Blu-ray except for Deep Space Nine. So I hope one day they actually figure out a way. I hope. All right, I'm pretty much caught up with the chat. I'm sorry that I got behind. I'm dying to use the restroom. I'll be right back. But check out my vintage Disney mug. I tried to find this online. Thank God I found it at Goodwill for like $2. It was either $1 or $2. I can't remember. It was pretty cheap. They don't even make this mug anymore. And I searched high and low. I said green Disneyland/Disney World mug. And I searched for about an hour or two, and I could not find it. So, you guys watch this. Just go ahead and study the monorail. And I'll be right back because I need to use the restroom. All right, my bad, guys. I'm back. I am back. All right. That's not true, Carmine. I have not put anything on that new foil ball. Nothing. Or, well, it's not new. It's still the same. It's still the same. It's the same size. Let's see. Did I miss any in the chat? Let's see here. Everything's going good, Dr. Jenkins. Thank God. Everything's going good. I feel definitely a lot better, my friend. Let's see. Yakov says, it just isn't popular enough. It wouldn't make its money back. They legit have to drop millions. Oh, yeah, I mean, I get it, Yakov. It just is, I wish that they would transfer it over to 4K or Blu-ray or one of those. So, I get it. I understand. Yakov says, oh, I agree. I'd love to have Deep Space Nine and Voyager rematch. Oh, yeah, Voyager. That's another one. Yeah, because I have the Voyager DVDs over there. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's right. That's right. So, yeah, they're the only two. Everything else is Blu-ray or 4K. Next Gen, the original 60 series, Lower Decks, Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, which I cannot, oh my God, I cannot wait for Season 3. Season 1 and Season 2 were fucking legendary. So everything else is Blu-ray and 4K. It's just those two fucking, it's those two fucking series. That's right. I forgot about that, Yakov. Thank you for reminding me. I think Voyager is in the same boat. Yeah, Voyager's great. I love Voyager. Now, I'll be honest, not every episode is great in Voyager or Deep Space Nine, but there's a lot of episodes in Deep Space Nine and Voyager that I like. Like, I haven't got to it, Yakov, not yet, but my favorite episode ever of all time of Deep Space Nine is Past Tense, Part 1 and Part 2. It's a two-parter. And they're both like, I think they're both, because it's such a big episode, they split it into two parts. But I think each part is like 2 hours long. So if you watched Part 1 and Part 2 back to back, I think it's like 4 hours long. Because the first episode, Past Tense 1, is like 2 hours. And the second one, I believe, is 2 hours. And it's such a good episode. It's worth watching the whole Part 1 and Part 2. Dax, Bashir, and Sisko time travel back to the 21st century. And actually, the date that they go to just passed. It was August 24th, 2024. So that just passed. So I recently watched it on the day, and I was like, well, hell yeah. What's up, Sisko? I'm watching it on the fucking day that you time traveled back. It's so good. It's like August 24th or August 25th or some shit. You know which one I'm talking about, Yakov. That two-parter episode, Past Tense 1 and Part 1 and Part 2, that's my favorite episodes. Those two episodes of the entire Deep Space Nine. I'd say my second favorite episode is when Worf finally gets there to the show, and Worf and Sisko and everybody else at Deep Space Nine play a baseball game versus those stuck-up, like, Vulcans. And even though they don't beat the Vulcans, Sisko, like, pulls a fast one on the Vulcan captain, and you see the Vulcan captain, like, get really pissed off, even though they're not supposed to show any emotion. So even though he's like, why are you guys celebrating? You lost. And he's like, because we played as a team. He goes, and you can't take that away from us, so fuck you. We're celebrating. And then he's like, I find it illogical to celebrate when you don't win. And then he's like, oh, did I hear a little bit of irritation in your voice? And then, like, the Vulcan's like, you certainly did not. And he goes, oh, I think so. I hear a little bit of irritation. And then the Vulcan's, like, just literally, like, gritting his teeth, and he fucking, like, walks away. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you, Vulcan. That's right. I'd say those three are, like, my favorite episodes out of the whole Deep Space Nine series. But We'll see if I get any new favorites, Yakov, rewatching, because I'm starting season 2. Bam! Tonight, baby. I'm starting season 2 tonight. So, yep. It's going to be good. No, I did not, Eddie. I actually did a number 1. No number 2s, just number 1. So that's not true. Number 1 is true, but not number 2. That's true. All right, let's continue on. Now that I'm all caught up, time for some reviews. Oh yeah, it's a CGI movie, Resident Evil, Death Island. Dun dun dun. The best scene is at the end. I hope so. Spoilers if no one's seen it. They take on this big, like, it's a massive, like, half shark, half zombie, massive fucking creature. And Claire, Chris, Jill, Rebecca, and Leon take it down by any means necessary. Bazookas, grenade launchers, machine guns, handguns, grenades, fire bombs, that they use out of Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 7 and 8, I believe. And they finally take this shark thing down at the end. So that's my favorite scene. I'm going to give it, for a CGI movie, there are some boring parts in it. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. So yeah. And then on that movie app that Visions follows me and Jason follows me on, I gave it a 4 out of 5 because on that app you can't do a 1 out of 10. You have to do it 1 through 5. So I believe I gave it a 4. So yeah, because it's not a perfect film, but it's still enjoyable. So I'm gonna add it to all my. It is a horror movie. It's just a CGI horror movie. So all my Resident Evils are down here. So I will take one movie out and put it up here, and I'll put the Resident Evil down here. So yeah, baby, it was a good watch. It wasn't a perfect watch by any means necessary, but it was still a pretty good watch, my friends. It was still pretty good. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, but wasn't a perfect 10. All right, Yakov. Speaking of Star Trek, oh yeah, Steel, baby! Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. I watched this last night. Ooh yeah, this came with a lot of goodies. Watch this. Came with this nice plastic cover. You get this 3D thing on the front. This on the back. Then it comes with a poster inside. Check this out. Check this bad boy out. Look at this. Awesome. So at some point, I'm going to get a frame for this and throw it on the wall. Look at that. Nice. That's what's up. Oh, yeah. And then it comes with this little book. So I'm going to read this book tonight because it's got mostly it's a bunch of pictures and stuff. It's only got a little bit of dialogue in it. So I'm going to read this book tonight. So it's got a little bit of wording in it. And I'm going to give a review on it tomorrow. So it's basically all the history on how they made Star Trek 3. Leonard Nimoy directed it. So yeah. Yep. So I'm going to read this tonight, my friends. This gets a 9 out of 10. Spock, searching for Spock. You think Spock's dead. Pretty much he is dead, but then they find a way to bring Spock back, Captain Kirk's son gives his life for Spock. And Kirk's son dies in such a noble way. I'd say his death is like one of my favorite scenes. Not Kirk. Kirk's son's death is like one of my favorite scenes out of the movie. I've got 3 favorite scenes, Yakov. That's my first favorite, when his son dies. The second one is when they escape that planet and there's like lava going everywhere and there's explosions. That's my second favorite scene, buddy. And then my third favorite scene out of it is when Christopher Lloyd, he plays like the main Klingon. So it's when him and all of his like idiot Klingon buddies die in the ship. They look over at a computer monitor and they don't say it, but they're thinking it. Like they look over and it's counting down like 5, 4, 3, and they're like, oh shit, we're fucked beyond belief. And then the fucking ship explodes. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you, Klingons. And then they pretty much, because this is before the Klingons have an alliance with the Federation. So they're kind of, the Klingons are like the villains in Star Trek 3. Eventually, I think like by Star Trek, Yakov, refresh my memory. Is it Star Trek 6 where they finally have a alliance with the Federation? Or is it right when Next Gen starts? Because I know by Next Gen, they have an alliance because Worf is a Starfleet officer. But I think I'm pretty sure Star Trek 6 is when they finally have an alliance with the Klingons. Because in Star Trek 3, they're for sure the bad guys in Star Trek 3. So I'm going to give Star Trek 3 a 9 out of 10. It's good. My favorite old Star Trek movie, as you guys know, is Star Trek 4. The Voyage Home, motherfucker. That one is so good. That one's a 10 out of 10. That one's a 10 out of 10. I haven't got that in a steelbook yet. I need to get that one in a steelbook, but it will happen. It must happen. It's going to happen. Yo, Tinder Immortal, what's up? Vision says, Fears, I think the tin foil ball acts as an antenna to pick up the wiggles. The wiggles. I don't know what the hell that is. The wiggles from Australia. Wait, is the wiggles? Oh, no. I'm thinking of the creatures that are like in a grassy field. You know what I'm talking about, Visions. One has like a star on their belly. One has a circle. One has a diamond. The Teletubbies, right? But I don't know what the hell the wiggles are. The wiggles. Tinder Immortal says, when's the next hour-long vlog? Probably Tinder Immortal whenever I go to Disney. Because I haven't went to Disney in a while. And since you guys loved, it was almost an hour, Tinder Immortal. It wasn't an hour. It was 52 minutes and like 39 seconds. So it was close to an hour. So, yeah. So the next long one probably is the next time I'm going to go to Disney, which is pretty soon, my friend. So that's when the next one's coming. But I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the long vlog. But now I'm curious because I don't know what the hell the Wiggles is. And Visions has sparked my mind and sparked my curiosity, so I have to find out what it is. So I'm just going to go to YouTube and I'm just going to write in, is it a horror movie, Visions? Because you and me love horror movies, but is it like an Australian horror movie, The Wiggles? Well, we're going to find out. Let's see. The Wiggles. I'll just put in The Wiggles trailer. Oh, it's not a horror movie. It looks like it's a kids show. The Wiggles video remastered trailer. So it's a bunch of guys in different colored shirts with a bunch of like animal creatures. Okay. So it looks like it's like an old Australian family-friendly kids television show. This one, I guess, passed me by. The Wiggles Go Safari trailer. Oh, Lord. Wow. No, I've never seen this. Never. The Wiggles Go to Disney. Oh, my Lord. The Wiggles Yummy Yummy trailer. What the fuck is this? So one of them's like in a red shirt, Visions. One's in a purple and a yellow and a blue. So the Wiggles TV series trailer 19. I've never heard of this. I've never seen this. I don't know what the hell this is. The Wiggles Go Around the Clock 2006 trailer. So apparently they've made straight-to-home movies for kids and families, and then they've done the television show. Well, since I've never seen this, let's do the Wiggles Season 1 trailer. Because apparently the TV show was on for a while before they started doing movies. Season 1 trailer. All right, here we go. I've never seen this. Let's see. The Wiggles TV series DVD trailer 1. All right, this will probably be it. Wow. One guy's dressed up as a pirate. Another guy's dressed up as an astronaut. Oh, my Lord. So I guess the series started in 2005 because it says The Wiggles TV series DVD 1 trailer 2005 best quality. All right. Well, here we go. Vision says, some say it's a horror movie, Fears. It was actually pretty funny, Visions. Return of the Living Wiggles. No! Oh, shit. So, Visions, did you watch this as a kid? Because I've never seen this. I watched, because I grew up in England a little bit, my mom wanted me to live in England. I'll be honest, Fears, when I was little, I did watch some Teletubbies. I did watch Postman Pat, which I think Postman Pat is way better than the Teletubbies. I did watch Bananas in Pajamas as a kid, but my favorite British cartoon was Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his little black cat. Whoop, boom, 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 boom. I fucking love that. And he's like, I think he called his cat Ted. He's like, "Come along, Ted. Lots of deliveries to be doing." And he wore like big, thick glasses or some shit. So yeah, where's your hat? Is that Randy? Tinder more. Well, I was telling the fans before you came in, I have been wearing the shit out of the Empire Strikes Back hat. And I was like, I'm going to give it a little rest. And I got so many other cool hats. Case in point, this is Michael Myers Part 6. So, yeah. What about the train show? Oh, yeah. Thomas and the Magic... what is it? Well, in England, it was called Thomas and the Magic Railroad. And then they took the British show and put it on America, Tinder Immortal, and that was called Shining Time Station. I watched both. I watched Shining Time Station, the American version, with the British footage in it. And then whenever I was over living in England, because every summer, me and my parents would take a trip to England, and I lived there for the whole summer. And when I was in England, it was called Thomas the Tank Engine and the Magical Railroad or some shit. So, but I have never, ever heard of this Wiggles shit. So, Visions, be honest. When you were a kid, did you watch the Wiggles? Is that why you brought it up? I'm just curious. I'm going to watch this real quick. Put your response in the chat. I've never heard of the Wiggles. So when I clicked on it, I was like, all right, so it's a bunch of middle-aged men in different colored shirts, and they're Australian, I guess. I've never heard... Tinder Immortal, have you heard of the Wiggles? You let me know. I'm going to watch this, because I don't know what the hell it is. I've never heard of it until now. All right, here we go, Visions. The Wiggles Season 1 TV series DVD trailer 1, 2005 best quality. It's about a minute long. This is my first glance at the Wiggles, whatever it is. Here we go.
Hot potato, 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 hot potato. Oh, hey there, me, Hardy.
I will admit they are good. They are good at singing, Visions. You know, so I guess they're a band in Australia and they sing with kids in this TV show. But so my first impression of it, yes, it is for children. 2, they are good singing. They're good singers. But man, this thing's going nuts. This is the first time I've ever seen this, and my first impression is it looks like a kids' TV show. It is a kids' TV show, and they are good singers. They're bebopping away. They're bebopping away.
Here's something to really get carried away with. The entire first series of the Wiggles Fantastic TV series is available for the first time on DVD. Let's see. 13 fun-packed episodes in an exclusive, limited edition 10...
So do they always just wear the same, like, clothes, Visions? Or, like, do they change? Or is like, the Chinese guy always in the purple and then the British guy, I guess, is in the blue shirt? That's what it looks like. It looks like they never change their clothes. I guess it's always the one long guy with the long poofy hair has the yellow shirt on. Okay. All right.
Case. Well, now we can all quack, quack, quack and cock-a-doodle-doo together. Quack, 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 cock-a-doodle-doo.
I've never seen this until now. Wow.
Quack, 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 quack.
So this was really popular in Australia, and I'm guessing it came to America. Well, this passed me by. I've never... I guess this passed me by. I've never seen this, Vision. I'll get to everyone's comments in a minute, because I have another window up to watch this, and I can't see your guys' comments right now, but if Visions never would have brought this up, it never would have came into Fears' life. I've never heard of this. I've never seen it, but it looks hilarious. Hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, motherfucker. That's right.
Everybody clap. Series 1 of the Wiggles TV series, out now on DVD. Great idea, Captain! Just waiting for you to carry home from leading retailers.
That was hilarious. I've never heard of that until now. Wow. Well, apparently it was big in Australia, and I'm guessing it came to America. But, wow. All right, well, good to know. Good to know. I probably would have watched that when I was a kid. It just never fell into Fears' lap, I guess. Whenever my mom would always take me and my brother out of school early every summer. So the first time I went to England, I was 5 or 6. And the last time I went to England was in 2012 for my cousin Samantha's wedding. So I'm well overdue. I keep in touch with my British family, but because of COVID and all that stuff, I haven't been able to go for the last couple of years. But now that finally COVID is kind of dying down, I'd love to go visit my British family. So yeah. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. All right, let's see. Yo, Shuffler, what's up? Are these real movie titles? What am I hearing? Have I stepped into the Twilight Zone? I guess you have, buddy. I guess you have. Oh yeah, they're real titles. Thomas and the Magic Railroad. That was a British show, and then they turned it into an American show. And I watched both. So in America, they took British footage and turned it into an American show with American actors, and it was called Shining Time Station, which I watched tons of it in America. Then whenever I would go to England, it was called, they would take British actors, and it was Thomas and the Magic Railroad. So I watched that. I watched Teletubbies, which was so weird when I was a kid. It was like a grassy field with these like alien creatures, I guess is the best way to describe it. And each of them had like a symbol. Like one had a star and one had a circle. One had a diamond or some shit on their belly. And it would light up. And I don't know where they made that show. And then the sun had a human being on the sun or some shit. I can't remember. But I used to watch that when I was a kid. I don't even know where they made that show. I don't know if that was made in England. I don't know if that was made in America. Then Shuffler. Then I watched, what was the other one? Bananas in Pajamas, where bananas would come to life, and they lived in a home, and instead of wearing normal clothes, they just wore pajamas the whole, all through the day. That makes total fucking sense. Oh yeah, I remember it, Tinder Immortal. Bananas and pajamas, they're running down the stairs. Well, why the hell are they running down the stairs? All of a sudden they're going to trip and fall and break their neck, you know? So there it is. Let's see. Vision said, my friend Chad told me about it. Oh, okay. But did you ever watch it, Visions? Did you ever watch it? Because until you told me about it, I had no idea what the Wiggles was. It sounds like that name, Visions, Wiggles. I was like, oh, that's got to be a horror movie. I'm like, will it make the list? I'm definitely not putting that one on the list because it's a kids TV show. But for a minute, I didn't know what the hell it was, so I was like, Wiggles. I'm like, it could be maybe a horror movie because Visions likes horror movies. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a go. And then the minute I press play, I'm like, okay, it's an Australian kids TV show. I never watched it as a kid though. That must have passed me by. So yeah. Shuffler, my mom and my dad have seen Stonehenge. I've yet to see it. I want to see it. I really do. It's definitely on my bucket list to see Stonehenge before I die. Like right as my dad got diagnosed, my dad had a couple of phases, Shuffler. So he had it, and then it went in. And then his prostate cancer went into remission, and they thought they had beat it. He was in remission for like 10, 13 years, and my dad's like, fuck yeah, like, I beat it. And then, damn, it came back with a fucking thunder, which pretty much took my dad out, unfortunately. So in that remission time, my dad and my mom took a big, like, European vacation. They went everywhere. They took two big ones. Before, when he was in remission, and then they took another one when he got sick again, and my dad was like, well, he talked to my mom and said, well, before I get too, like, deathly ill, let's go on another big European vacation. So both times they went to Paris, and they went to Italy, and England, and Germany, and, oh, God, where else? Spain. They went all over. And one of the stops, Shuffler, was so my dad and mom have seen Stonehenge twice. They saw it for the first time on their first European vacation, and then on their second, after my dad got re-sick again. So, yeah. But I definitely want to see it, buddy. I know what it is, you know. Like, it was made, like, in, I want to say, 500 BC. And nobody knows. People think they know what it is, but no one really knows. And how did those stones get there? How did they build that? It's pretty amazing. Like, the stones are massive. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, it's definitely on my to-do list. So, the next time I visit my British family, I'm gonna ask my cousin Samantha or my cousin Andrew, like, hey, can we just get in the car one day? And because it's definitely a drive. It's nowhere. My British family doesn't live anywhere near it. Some of my British family lives in a little town called Cottingham. So some of them live there. Some of them live in a little town called Hull. Some of them live in Manchester. So in those three cities. So I just jump from city to city and visit a bunch of my British family. And then at one time, some of my British family lived in London. But they thought, oh, that's too far away from the rest of the family, so they moved back to Cottingham and Hull and Manchester. So they live in those three cities. Which, Manchester, Cottingham, and Hull, they're all kind of close to each other. So, yeah. All right, let's continue on. So, Spock gets a 9 out of 10, my friends. 9 out of 10. So, I'm going to read this tonight. But man, oh man, this was good. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to read this book tonight before work, and I will give you guys an analysis of this tomorrow. There we are. All right. let's see. What else? What else? What else? We did the top 10. We did... All right, so the last thing... I'm getting tired, so I'm going to save the questions for tomorrow, my friends. Last but certainly not least, Untraceable. Really good. Really good. The best way to describe it, lots of people die in it, but it's not really a horror movie. It's got horror aspects to it. It's more like a... It's got all three. It's got action, it's a thriller, and it's a horror movie. So I'd say it's a action, adventure, thriller... not action, adventure. It's a thriller, a suspense thriller with horror aspects, because people die in it. So yeah, it's a thriller, it's a horror movie, and it's an action movie. So it's all three. So these two people are like cyber crime fighters, on the FBI, and they basically take down cyber criminals. And all of a sudden, this like one dorky guy goes up to this lady's desk. Not this dorky guy, another dorky guy that's in the film goes up to this lady's desk and says, "You're not going to believe what I just found online." And he like slips her a piece of paper with the website on it. It's like, what's the website? www.killforme.com or something like that. And she's like, "Oh shit, just when you think you've seen it all." So she goes to the site, and there's literally, the more you watch this website, the faster someone dies on the website. And at first she's like, "Oh, bullshit, this is just fake." Come to find out, it's really some psycho killer killing people on the net, and people are tuning in, watching it, and all these people die. So she has to find a way to hunt down this killer, take the killer down, before the killer kills anyone on this crazy fucking website. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. It's not a perfect movie, but I did enjoy it. The best death is definitely some guy, spoiler alert, some guy dies. He's got all these intense like lamps around him, and the more people watch, the lamps like pretty much burn this guy alive. So I'd say that was the best kill in the movie. But or whenever that's probably the best death. Or the second one is when this lady finally takes down the killer at the end of the movie. I'm not going to tell you how she kills the killer at the end, but man, it's brutal. It is brutal. But yeah, 9 out of 10. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm going to do a review on this, on that. Oh no, Visions, I've already done this. The only one I haven't put on the movie app that Jason showed me was, I need to rate Spock. So after dinner, before I start reading this book, I'm gonna rate Spock. So there it is. There we are, my friends. Bam! There it is. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Fears is going to take off. I'm going to get a shower. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to finish editing that vlog, read that book, take a nap, and then I'm going to mosey on off to work. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my good buddy, Tinder Immortal, on Twitch and on YouTube. The queen of VHSs. She sits upon her throne of VHSs. Tinder Immortal, the only reason why I paused is I was like, who should I promote first? At first I was going to promote Sega. I was like, I'll do Tinder Immortal first. So, speaking of Sega, Sega's going to be on my show this Friday. So, Sega will be back on the show this Friday. So, follow Sega Camp Gamer and Werecamp on Twitch and on YouTube. Follow Fears, Lord Fears, at Fears Vlogs on YouTube, what you're watching right now. FearsMan26 on Instagram, FearsMan26 on the old TikTokage, my friends. Follow Randall, Lord Randall at Cameo Man 2021, and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. And last but certainly not least, I haven't said follow Richie in quite a while. Follow the Challenge Master, Richie Wright, on YouTube. All right, I'm taking off, but Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears, Signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you later. Have a good one. All right, bye.